Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Our broadcast team. Tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. The kick outside to Butler. No good on the three. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor. Nice play call by Payton. He sees the defensive layout and knows the pick and roll will open things up.
Pass to Lowry. Hughes with the steal. Here's the three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Morant left side. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Butler in the corner. Back to Johnson. A shot off that time. And Houston the other way now.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
So Payton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. The statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And, Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going. And this is what leaders do. Payton showing a willingness to get it to the open man. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Payton. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You have to love the approach Payton takes to the game. An exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
Now, here's Payton. After the miss from Karl Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off.
You gotta love a veteran point guard. Lowry keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Here's Payton. Again, the Jazz score. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David. Now, here is Young, following the miss by Paul Pierce. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Johnson. Paxton coming off the assist from Young.
Great find by Trae Young, one of the more instinctive passers in this league.
Here's Morant. Rebound, Utah. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
The three from Johnson. And Utah, another three.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's for the wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Count that bucket.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
The shot by Pierce will not go. Jazz leading by 5. Pass to Butler. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Butler on the wing. Latrey drains the three-pointer. Butler's got 5 now.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
Young with the ball. And so it's Utah in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Jazz?
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Johnson with it. Now Stoudemire defending. Young outside. Launches a 3. And it's Barnett with the rebound. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw, no good. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Parrish. Good, nice job down low. And so Young will bring it up for the Jazz. 6-point game. From deep three-point range, that shot misses. So Houston will take it the other way. Stoudemire outside. Screen by Parrish. There's the 3. The Rockets with the new 14. Fires from deep. Barnett, no good.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Young with no one around. They get it back. The shot's good from Pollard. Pollard's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth moving.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story.
Stoudemire, a talented passer, excellent at finding ways to get his guys going.
Got a piece of it. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Jefferson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Jazz shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. No good on that one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And every year it seems like outcomes in the playoffs can hinge on health. Steve, it's part of the game, as you well know.
It is, Kevin, and we hate it because obviously health can change the direction of a series or a team. But the one thing teams are doing a better job is they are lengthening and going deeper into their bench.
To the inside, Jefferson. And the dunk by Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson, just great lift on these dunks. Whenever he's near the basket, he is ready to turn one over.
And Johnson on top of the key. The kick out to Young. On the wing, Payton. Driving the lane. Excellent D there from Parrish.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Young from outside. Doesn't go that time.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Young with the steal. Pass to Pollard. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. .56 seconds left to play in the first half. Stoudemire left side. Here's Parrish. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Young for three. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got 5 now.
Stretching the floor like few can. You have to stay connected to Trey at all times.
Pass to Ryder. Back to Stoudemire. Fires for three. And it's Trey Young with the rebound. Jazz leading by 8. Stolen. And they're running. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Out to Payton. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And the first half is now in the books. Jazz lead by 6. And we'll be back with you right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. GA, the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back losing seasons. And that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positive and see the road ahead. But listen, you've got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
The Rockets have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
There's Lynn with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lynn's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And really respect the confidence of Lynn. His teammates love how he runs these pick-and-roll plays.
Morant with a wide-open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Morant with the steal. Pass to Gordon. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
And here is Lynn. And they called over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, you want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, there's an art to snatching rebounds from behind, but most players can't pull it off. Tim Duncan was one of the best.
Pass to Lowry. And some nice passing there by Houston. Pierce, the open look. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Rockets trailed by 4. Inside. Outside Pierce. This one for three. Back to Gordon. Out left to the wing. On the jam by Karl Malone.
Oh, the D is at fault there. You can't let Malone get that type of position inside.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Grant. Chamberlain with the block. Here's Payton. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Now it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Offensive rebound. On the wing, Payton. Money from the wing. Payton's got 11 points.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
Back to Pierce. And stolen by Butler. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Outside, Malone. Outside, Pierce. Back to Morant. Just 4 to shoot. From past the arc. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
The Jazz have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team. Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there. The Rockets title winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-'90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
The three from Johnson. The rebound by the Jazz. 1:10 left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah.
Many scouts felt Trae Young would convert shots inside at the NBA level. And that's where he's a complete threat.
To the paint. Barnett. Parrish outside. Down low. And it's Parrish with the jam.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Pass to Chamberlain. To the middle. Here's Butler. Young outside. Chamberlain a screen. For three. Young, no good.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Inside. And stolen by Chamberlain. Hughes, good. Hughes got 5 now.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so Payton will bring it up for the Jazz. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Pass to Chamberlain. Johnson outside. Chamberlain trying to get open. Johnson, good. And the Jazz lead by 13.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Paul Pierce with the slam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Chamberlain a screen. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Houston moving it around. Pass to Morant. And here's Pierce, defended by Butler. Butler with the steal. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Kicks it out to Johnson. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Johnson's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Utah. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Jazz?
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Here's Payton. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now here's Morant for 3. Kept alive by Houston. Pass to Pierce. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Malone's shot good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Paul Pierce.
Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won a few rings.
Maybe even more than a few. And Smitty, it seems hard to believe those Jazz didn't win a title or two.
Kevin, well, if it wasn't for a player named Michael Jordan, they probably would have. Those Stockton, Malone Jazz teams ran into Jordan twice in the finals when he was at the peak of his career.
Young from outside. They get the rebound. Goes back up. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Pierce for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Pierce has got it back down to within single digits for the Rockets.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
Young for 3. Traps in the tray. And the Jazz lead by 12.
You knew this was coming. Trae Young hitting back with the 3-ball. Give me back that momentum.
Jacks up a 3. Pierce for 3. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Chamberlain a screen. Young, good look. Again, Young missing.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Gordon a screen. Pierce for 3. Puts it up. And they get it back. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And he knocks down the first one.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Jazz.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Gary Payton.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Malone wide open. They can't stop the run with that one. Chamberlain a screen. Young taking his time here. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we
have it gone by the weekend. I'm on the deep end. I'm on the deep end. Yeah.
I can't see it, thing fake what? I can't see it, thing fake what? Yeah. They like Stevie.